Okay, this is going to be the last video, part 3, for my books. And the reason that I saved these books for the very last is because these books are the most expensive books. And, well, if you're going to be kind of like serious about becoming an herbalist, or even if you're going to be a home herbalist, but you want to look things up, get into case studies, like going into the history and seeing how things are really done online, but you want a hard copy, because you can go to the American Botanical Council. This is the medicine. I joined the American Botanical Council, and this is a book that you don't necessarily need to buy. You can just go on there. I get emails from them. I do the Herbalgram. If I really am trying to write an article, I'm trying to find out the history. Really trying to. It's called the Herbalgram, and I don't have to buy these books. You don't have to buy these books. These books are something that you can, one book I bought on their site, and the other book I was going to have to wait a whole year. So I just bought it off of Amazon. And actually, this book right here was used. Right here, it had somebody's name in it. But they did not write in it. They did actually keep it very well. I mean, they didn't do any writing in it. This book talks about like oak straw. It talks about all kinds of things. It goes all the way back. Like they have 5 combination herbs. They have single combination herbs. Has witch hazel, and I mean it's sage leaf, sandalwood. It has all kinds of really great herbs in here, but it talks about the scientific study on them. And in the very beginning, it talks about the overview, the monographs in here, other books in relation to the data. And so I wanted to find out about arnica and the arnica flowers, because I was having some issues with pain. And so that's why I went in here and I looked up this book. This book is kind of expensive, and it goes along with this book. I bought this book off of their website, and it had also it's got additional resources in here, interactions with other drugs, and you'll see all that in there. Now, the reason that I bought this book is because, like I was talking in the other video, say, God forbid that something happens, and our world, I'm all about self-sufficiency. I'm all about taking care of everything that I can, and I want to learn how to identify all my plants. If something happens, and that's why I try to plan and get as many plants as I can in the ground. If I'm working on certain body parts, and say something happens and you get injured and you don't have a way to go to the doctor, and you have that medicine right here on your property, then you're okay, just like they are in other countries. But if you don't have the internet, and you can't go to Google, and you can't go look something up, then you feel a lot better. You have peace about that, because that's the way God had everything in the garden in the beginning anyway. You didn't have to go. You just prayed and God would heal your body most generally anyway. But there are other ways that you can take care of yourself. And that's kind of my thinking and my philosophy is, get a book, read your book, pray, ask God to heal your body. And then, there's all kinds of other books. And that's why I'm saying I saved this for the last, because not everybody is going to do that. Not everybody is going to have the money to invest in some kind of books like this. I was just blessed to have that kind of money, and I bought it secondhand. I didn't worry about buying it firsthand. And then these right here, it's a series. I don't have all of them. I'm saving up to get the rest of them. I've got a few of these books. I got one on the psychiatry and the like the pain and psychiatry, and then I got the breathing, the respiratory, this one right here. And this is the author. I got these off of Amazon. Now this is the scientific names, and this is more like if you're going to set up a school, or if you want to know the scientific names. And this right here is formulas for health professionals, and this is Christopher Hobbs, Rosemary Gladstar. This is really good book. I mean, these are not the people. This is just the ones that talked about it. This is a book. She wrote this book, Dr. Jill Stansbury. She this is volume 2. There's volume 3, there's volume 4, there's volume 5. And this book right here goes in, this is like a naturopathic doctor, and she wanted to have everybody, like, if you wanted to talk about eucalyptus for the lungs, and I mean, parasites, I mean, there's all kinds of things in this book. But like, if I wanted to talk about it from a scientific point of view, and if you're ever wanting to converse with somebody in the medical profession, this is like a medical point of view. And really, we are professionals, herbalists are professionals, but you can really go in there and, like, the very beginning, it's from, she talks about the way that the importance of this book, how you're supposed to talk about the synergistic, the energetic part of it. The whole beginning of this book is just so, I love the specific base of this book, how the base of everything is getting your herbal formulas right. And I know the importance of getting all that stuff right, but it's just from each body part, how you are supposed to get everything. And it goes into a long thing. And if you're warming or cooling, if you're doing all this stuff for each, I call it the constitution of each person. And so, yeah, if you're interested in this, they're kind of high. Each book is kind of high, and but it's a really good book. I mean, I haven't got to read each individual book yet. Right in the middle of 2 other really good books, and I'm writing 2 papers right now, and so I stay kind of busy. I have a lot going on, and I like to stay busy. I like doing my videos, and I like writing, and I'm setting up stuff on my Patreon page, and I work a full-time job. So I love talking about herbs, and right now it's spring, we're getting our garden going. But the whole thing about me wanting to do this video, I have a whole stack of books right here, is to just help anybody that wants to just be like a home herbalist. There's books. I like writing things down, and I hope you do too. I hope you get started on this journey. I hope you find a couple of books that you just really like to get started in. There's herbs out there. Not every herb is going to be really good tasting. There's bitter herbs for a reason. And I tell people that, don't always think that an herb is going to taste good. And there's solvents, different solvents. People get hung up on, I don't want to do alcohol. I want to do glycerin. I just want to do glycerin. Well, alcohol is not bad. Alcohol is there for a reason. It pulls all the properties out, and not every tincture has to be alcohol, and they don't all have to be glycerin, And so kind of understand and know the science behind each one of these solvents, and understand that you can also use vinegar. You know, some people are just so dead set against alcohol, and I don't understand that at all. But anyway, just relax. Understand the learning process is ongoing. I think that's really why I love being a herbalist, is because you never quit learning. You know, it's setting you up for self-reliance, is setting you up for a process of ongoing learning. I think every herbalist I've ever met, the reason they love to be an herbalist is because, number one, they love learning. They love this process of just learning. I love interacting with people. I love gardening. I love touching the plants. I love smelling, tasting. I love just getting out there in nature. And, you know, it's fun. It's something that if you don't like to go out into nature, maybe, you know, maybe you just might be one of those people that sit behind a computer and maybe you can teach about it. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if that's possible, because you have to experience herbs. You have to be one of those people who get out into nature and experience herbs. I know that the vibes coming off of them, they don't eat any meat whatsoever. I'm like, I'm out of here. Because I ate eggs, I ate chicken, and I ate beef. And I'm just one of those people that I don't understand that. Because you want clean food. You want clean things. I don't want nothing fake. I don't want nothing fake. And I don't want bad oils. I don't want made up. I don't want factory nothing. I don't want nothing in a factory. I want everything that comes from the earth. I'm an earth-based person. Okay, I said it. All right, that's Rexanna, and this is Garden of Herbs. And I know I took 3 videos to talk about books, but y'all, this is just a few books. I got a book over here I didn't even talk about. And I've got books in my office, and I got books all over this house. I got books, people giving me books. I got a book I couldn't even find that I wanted to put in the video, because it's probably in there beside my bed, because I probably read it every night before I go to bed. And I didn't even talk about the Bible. The Bible is one of the best books to talk about herbs. I mean, golly. I mean, really. You guys, I hope y'all have a blessed day. And I'm probably going to do another video, but just not now, about books. Y'all, do y'all love books? Y'all better leave me a comment and tell me your favorite books. Show me your books. Tell me about these books that you love so much. Tell me about the books that you have in your house. Tell me, you know, I got this little book at a garage sale. I got this book. I got that book. I got all these books. Tell me about your books. I love books. Y'all, tell me about your books. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll see you later. And this is going to be a book day. Bye.